Well, happy Friday, everybody. David Gross with Conde Systems, and of course, the famous Sprite. How are you, Sprite?
I'm good, David. How are you?
Oh, doing well, thank you. Glad to be back with everyone. I know everyone is probably very stressed out over the situation that's happening in our on our planet, in our country, in your community. So, of course, we want to be very helpful to educate and give you all sorts of great ideas about how you can be successful during this time. And of course, you know, I think we will make it through this, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So we had some interesting times. We went to the NBM Irving show last week, and we had actually a great Thursday. I taught my class and had a standing room only. And then Friday, the show was canceled. So we turned lemons into lemonade, got on a plane, and came back and had a nice weekend, sort of an unexpected weekend. So again, what we want to do is cover lots of great things with you, and of course give you ideas to help you be successful. One idea I heard this morning from a client was they were doing exceptionally well making signage for companies that are doing curbside delivery. In our community, of course, we've got a lot of restaurants and all sorts of businesses that are now providing curbside delivery, minimizing contact, keeping that social distancing. And so I recommend you contact these businesses and let them know you can make great signage for them.
That's right. So as you guys saw, today we're going to be talking about sublimating for your garden. If you missed yesterday and the day before's live, they're on our YouTube page. I would suggest you guys go watch them. I got really good response with doing some Curl Draw live, so I'm going to do the same thing again today. We're going to do our games and prizes. We're going to do the Price is Right with Sprite. So you've got to watch until the end of the broadcast. So basically everything that I press, I want you to think about what that retail selling price will be. At the end of the broadcast, you get a chance to guess the total retail selling price. The person that's closest to that price is going to win a blank of everything that I sublimated. In addition to that, we're giving away these really, really cute art packs. So I've got 3 really nice spring art packs. I'm going to go ahead and give away 2 art packs. I'm going to give one away on Facebook and one away on YouTube. The way that I give away more is to get more viewers. So guys, I know you're in some sublimation groups. I know you know a lot of people that are maybe stuck at home right now. So share this video. Let's get the viewership up. For every 100 viewers that I can get, I'll give away 2 more art packs. So, and if you don't win the art packs, you can always go to condedesign.com and buy them there. There is a separate login for condedesign.com. No worries though. I think they are about what, $2.99 a pack. So really good deal.
Yeah,
and
if you have
these
an
are really
existing
cute.
account with our Dytrans domain, you'll need to create you a new login for Conde Design, as that's the quick order, download, instant kind of situation. So it's we've kept it separate from our main servers.
Yes, that's right. So we're going to be pressing some stuff. I'm going to show you some stuff in Corel. I know a lot of you guys use Photoshop. I'm trying to learn it. I saw Jeff Suno, if you're on, he mentioned maybe doing some Photoshop classes. So send me an email, Jeff. Let's hook up on that. What else? What else?
You know, we're about to start announcing some of our partners. Digital Art Solutions is got some free training that they're going to start doing, quite valuable. You know, let us know, of course, you know, what we can do to help you. We're working also with our one of our other partners, iPersonalization, to try to provide very inexpensive ways for you to do online order fulfillment using their designer. In other words, you promote it on Facebook, send them to say a Shopify website where you fill it, and then you can mail it to them. So just trying to think of all sorts of great ways to help you use the time you have if you're at home, and even if you're not, use the time to make money, to really keep your printer, keep your equipment going. By the way, if you don't have a printer or you're in need one, we did go ahead and put the printers back on sale. We have a few 400s and a few 800s left before the new SG 500, SG 1000 hit. I think they're going to hit now in April, is what I'm being told. So there's not a lot of difference between the old and new printers. And so if you're on the cutting edge, bleeding edge, you know, maybe you wait till the new printers come out. But if you're in the mode to save money, then I do recommend the existing printers. They have served us well for 4 years.
Yes, absolutely they have. So in addition to that, we yesterday we launched our Sublimation stimulus program. So yesterday, for all orders over $200, we gave away 3 pieces of our 8x10 color light glass. And today, with our stimulus program, every call-in order over $200 is going to get 3 of our 11x17 image towels. And we're going to press one of those today, so you can see what that is. In addition to that, if you look down there on the screen, there's a coupon code. That coupon code is valid for $25 off your next order of $200 or more. In addition to that coupon code, we've got about 30 different items on flash sale right now. So it's a great time to expand your product offering, which, by the way, is David's tip of the day, tip number 90, which is expand your product offering.
And what that really means is that all of us are stuck in our comfort zone, and the way you grow your business is to step out of your comfort zone and expand your product offering. I've taught for many years, taught hundreds and hundreds of classes, and very often the people will listen, they'll be polite, nod their heads, but when it comes to sort of adding new products, they'll look at a product and say, hey, you know, that really doesn't fit what I'm doing. You know, that's really not something that I can see, you know, part of my business. Great example would be an award shop that sells, you know, typical engraving and other stuff. Should they sell flip-flops, or should they sell a sublimation purse? And your first reaction is, well, no. But if you think about people who are coming into their place of business, for instance, a person that's bringing something to be engraved for a wedding, they very might be interested in a bridesmaid's gift of flip-flops. And I do have a great success story I tell in my class. And also, if you think about, you know, a team mom coming in doing the trophies for say, baseball or whatever, having a purse with the sublimation of the team is just absolutely amazing. A great way to build a business, to get those referrals out there, and be quite successful. So even if you don't like a product, you ultimately should let your clients decide. And I call that one of my rules, is don't let your opinions get in the way of making money.
That's right. And with that sublimation stimulus program, it is a great time to expand your product offering. So definitely.
It really is. You think about the garden stakes, things like that. There's so many great products that are coming up for Easter, spring, and every day we'll be changing the product. So it's which towels? It's
it's this towel
Yeah.
right here, the
great towel.
TW1117.
Great
So,
towel.
all right, Barb, I see you. So, have you given any thought to having an adapter for Wi-Fi on the existing printers?
So the answer is that the next generation printers will have Wi-Fi on the printer. It'll be built in. But I'm very anti-Wi-Fi for printing because Wi-Fi typically, I'm an electrical engineer, Wi-Fi typically has its starts and stops. And you often see that on your phone, as a matter of fact. And when a printer pauses like that, guess what? You see banding. And so be careful what you wish for, because when I get the new printers in, that's going to be one of the things that I test. But I'll tell you what, it certainly doesn't sound good to me to be printing to these kinds of printers over Wi-Fi. We'll see if it works. But with the existing printers, if you hook it through your Wi-Fi router, meaning there is a Wi-Fi connection made from your computer to the router, it's not going to work very well. You're definitely going to see the artifacts of stuttering. So Wi-Fi in our business is certainly not ready for prime time.
So Sherry asks if the kiosk gets sent with an email automatically. How does she get the kiosk?
It doesn't.
She just bought a
It
SG400.
doesn't, and I know we had that on the description. You simply call into support, and they will walk you through the install. So we'll remote into your computer. We will install what essentially is a mini web server. You'll need a Wi-Fi router. We recommend the brand Netgear, and we'll program the Wi-Fi router to turn off the password so you don't have to type anything in to connect to it. We'll then give it an appropriate name so people, when they look at it from their phone, they can spot it really quick, and then you're in business. So what the kiosk does, in brief, it only does one thing, and that is it provides an incredibly easy way to get the photo from somebody's phone to your laptop so that you can open it on your laptop, size it, and print it. You do not need an internet connection. So it's like a very simple, what we call peer-to-peer network from somebody's phone to your laptop in order for them to send you the full resolution version of a photo.
Yeah, and I know that the video's flickering, guys. I don't really know what's happening, but we're still on. So
we don't know, and so afterwards we will figure out why. I apologize.
Yeah, and yeah, Paula, the new Sawgrass printers don't have to be Wi-Fi. You can use you can hardwire it in. And Jeff, do me a favor and just send me an email, because I would like to do some collaborations with you. So email me swood@conde.com. You know, maybe we can feature you on a live or something. We'll figure. Oh, yep. So maybe we're still up. Okay, we're still up. So I am going to go to Corel, and here, there we go. Okay, so I am going to go to Corel. Hey, Mom, nice to see you. So I am going to go to Corel, and the first thing I'm going to do is a 15-ounce mug. Now, so I told you guys yesterday that I finally have 15-ounce mug templates for the Mug 15, the Mug 15 US, and the Mug 01A, which is our 15-ounce Gator mug. So I've already designed the pattern in Corel. Well, I've already designed the pattern and printed out because I don't have a printer here, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it in Corel. So let's switch over to Corel real quick. Hey, can you go run and grab me a mouse, please?
Sure.
All right, so here we are at Corel, and
You want another mouse? What?
I'm not a mouse pad. I would like
yeah.
a mouse pad, please. Okay, so
Will this work?
you know what? Actually, this will work. This will be fine. Okay. I get so spoiled with my stuff. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going
like the
to...
cobbler's children that has no shoes.
That's, you know, that's what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Mug 15 full bleed template. So when you open the template, this is what it looks like, right? It's already got the cutouts for the handle and everything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop our very first pattern into it. And our very first pattern is called, I think, Retro Vines. I think. So I'm going to do Control-I to import. I'm going to go back to where it is. It's called Retro Snake. Excuse me. I'm going to use the CDR for Retro Snake. Okay, so now when this comes over, I have my, my Object Manager open. I always have my Object Manager open. To get it open, you're going to go to Windows, Dockers, and Objects, and that'll open this up. So now I can look here, and I've got all my different curves. I can change all the colors, and I can do all that. But I don't want to do that. Right now, I just want to center this with this. So I'm going to click on my design, hold down Shift, click on my template, hit C to center it, and E to align it. Okay. Now, I want to be able to see my template over the top of my design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my design, hit Shift, and page, well, hit Shift and page down. Why isn't it doing it? I don't know. Oh, because it's not on the right layer. There we go. So if you guys saw what I did, so this is on a different layer here, and my full bleed template is on this layer for some reason. So I'm just going to take it and just physically drag it down, and now my template is on top of my design. So I want to shrink my design a little bit so it fits within the parameters of my template. Okay, so now you can see it fits, everything looks good. So a lot of people, we've talked about this, I have different ways of doing things. A lot of people like to power clip, but I feel like when I power clip for certain things, I don't have enough, capabilities, so I intersect. So to intersect, I'm just going to click on my template, I'm going to hold down Shift, click on my design, and then I'm going to go up here to intersect. And then what that does, now I can delete this, and it is fit it to my template. Okay, now I like to do little lines and stuff like that, so I'm going to draw a box through the middle here. So I'm going to go over here to my rectangle tool. An important tool that I always use is my Snap To tool. So if I were to go to draw a box here, I would just kind of be guessing about where the edge of my template is. But if I click on Snap To, then it will automatically snap to the edge of my template, and I can just draw a box, just like that. All right, so I want the colors of my box to match the colors of my artwork. So to do that, I'm going to use my eyedropper tool. I'm going to pick a color. Let's use this purple. I clicked on it, and then I'm going to click on this box, and it fills it. Okay, I want to get rid of this black outline, so I'm going to go up here. Oh, and you guys can't see that. Let me move... Let me see, where am I at? Let's move this guy down here a little bit. Okay. All right, so up here, I can right-click, and that gets rid of my outline. So you left-click to fill, right-click to outline, and then Control-Z backs it all up. Okay, so I like this, but I'm going to do a little bit more because I'm kind of extra. So I'm going to do a Control-D, which is going to duplicate it. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. You guys can see it pull in. I'm going to do Control-D again, and then I'm going to change the color of this middle, there we go, just like that. So now I have, you know, a couple of different colors. It makes it look a little bit different, but I'm still going to change it slightly. If I hold down Shift, both sides move at the same time. Oops, what was that about? Okay. All right, so just like that. So now I'm going to put some words here in the center. And the words that I did on this were stay woke. It is a coffee mug, so stay woke. All right. So
stay woke, is that significant?
That is significant, yes, sir. So the font that I used is a tattoo font, but I don't know if I have it here. So if I don't have it here, no worries. I showed you guys DeFont yesterday, and I know I can get it from DeFont. So let's go here to DeFont. Let's go to Retro, and let's see if we can find that tattoo font. Well, thanks, Nancy. I'm glad you're learning. Oh, that's nice. All right, so here's a tattoo ink font. It's 100% free, which is fantastic. So I'm going to download it. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Oh, and now I got to find out where it went to. Let's bring it back here. Okay, so here it is. So I'm going to extract it. And then I'm just going to, what? There's so many screens. All right, I'm going to extract all, hit enter, and then I'm just going to right click on it and click on install. So now I've installed that font to my system. Easy peasy, lemon greasy. So now I'm going to go back to Corel, and I'm going to change Stay Woke to that font.
So it shows up instantly?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yep, it's automatically in there. And then you guys also know, so there it is. You guys also know about word market. So I could type Stay Woke here, hit enter, and now it's going to show me every single font on my computer. I really like this because, like I said, gone are the days of scrolling through trying to pick a font. Now I can click on this one, click on this one, maybe I like that one, maybe I like that one, and then I can go up here to filter selected and it'll show me each one that I did. So that's really cool. All right, so now that I've got Stay Woke, I'm going to change the color of it. I like this yellow color. I think that's going to contrast well. I'm going to hold down Shift. I'm going to grab my center bar there. I'm going to hit C to center it and E to align it. All right, so it says Stay Woke. Now I'm going to hit Control D, which is going to duplicate it. I'm going to bring one over here. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. All right, so there we go. Now I'm almost done, except now I want to do the handle part. So I know for this handle, I'm going to draw a little box, and it's going to be about 1/2 inch wide by 2 inches long, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit S-T-A-Y space W-O-K-E. All right, and I'm going to change that back to the font that I want it, which is Tattoo Ink. And you can see what happens is it kind of scrunches up. I want to center this because I want everything to be centered. And then what I also want to do is I want to change the text properties a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to go to Text. Where is it? Text. No, that's not it. It should be Text and then Text Properties. They like to change things through every single, let's go to Dockers and then let's go to Text Properties. Maybe that'll work. See, it seems like every single, every new version of Corel, they like to change things and make it just a little bit different. There we go, Text. Nope, that wasn't it either. Here we go. All right, that's it. You click the button and you click on text. Okay, so now there's my, okay, there we go. So there's my text. Now I can change the percentage of my character height. So I want to make it about 110. And I spaced it out a little bit so you can see that. All right. So now I'm just going to fit it here. So once again, this is selected. I hold down Shift, select my box, hit C, hit E. And now I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. So I made it smaller, but I also want to make it wider. And I also want to change the spacing between the two words. So to do that, I'm just going to, let's see, how am I going to do this? I'm going to break them apart. and scoot it together. All right, so just like that. I'm going to change this to this purple color, but I want to change the darkness of the purple. So let's go to, that's not what I wanted to do. And I'm going to make it just a little bit darker. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So as you change it, it changes in real time, which I like, so I can see what I'm actually doing, and I'm going to say OK. All right, now I'm going to delete that box. I'm going to delete this black outline, and then it is ready to be printed. So that's it. That's how I did this one. Okay, so I'm going to go back here to my... I know I make it look really, really easy, and it's...
Yeah, let's leave it on that camera. It probably won't flicker.
Okay, so I've got my design printed out, and it says, you know, stay woke and all that good stuff. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put it on my mug. So where do you get to word market? It's WORDMARK.IT. Word mark it. I had that all set up. I had somebody ask me yesterday, how do I cut out the holes? I just use scissors. I also had somebody remark yesterday about the way I chew my tongue when I cut. Yeah, I know. Ask my mom. She knows all about that. It's a family trait. This may be my new coffee mug. I don't know. I'm not a coffee drinker, but it could be. All right, so I've got everything cut out except for the holes. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the holes out.
So if a person wanted to use these full bleed templates, because we make them into a PNG, that means they can use them in Creative Studio, right?
Yes, that's right. That is correct. Yes, sir.
So you know, again, there's a lot of folks that use Creative Studio. It's a great way to get started. And so if you want to use any of our products in Creative Studio, if the templates aren't there, and Sawgrass has been busy with new versions and all that, so feel free to use the PNG version. If you download our template and the PNG version is not in that template, simply email support and they'll get it over to you. We are adding that to all our templates as we have thousands of products. Again, it's one of those kinds of things where it's just a very labor-intensive process.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tape this. You guys may have seen me do this yesterday, but it just really is one of my favorite things to do, so I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to put a little piece of tape up at the top, make sure it's nice and centered.
Awesome.
All right, guys, I don't have enough views yet. Share this video. Let's get some people watching. That just increases your chance of winning these really, really great art packs that Zach made. Well, Zach made most of them. I made one. All right, so.
I mean, what an amazing thing is to put some of the sublimation on the handle. That is just super, super cool.
All right, so I've got it all cut out. And I'm going to line it up. This is my mug 15, and this is my mug 15 full bleed
And the
template.
various mug 15 templates are different, right? In other words,
That is correct, yeah. So
we've
there's
got a family of 15-ounce mugs, and the mug person that created all these mugs, they did not always do it consistently among different 15-ounce versions of the mugs we sell. We have a Thailand version, we have a Chinese version, I think we even have a U.S. version. We do.
Yes, sir, we do.
So use the right template.
All right, so you want to make sure that your mug is nice and tight. So I'm going to tape it down on the bottom here. Pull it tight. I'm going to tape it up here at the top.
And we do recommend the gold tape.
Absolutely.
It is sort of invisible to sublimation. The heat, as the heat goes into the paper to heat up the ink, it's sort of invisible. Other tapes, you get to see a little bit of a shadow effect of where the tape was. So again, it's sort of a recipe that has been tuned and now works pretty darn well.
So Barb asked if I slightly overlap the template, and yeah, Barb, I don't know if you can see if I can show you that. So that it does have a
Slight.
Trying to show you. Yeah, it's got an overlap.
Looks like it's really edge to edge at this point.
Well, no, it's not.
Yeah.
There's an overlap. And you want that overlap because well, you'll see it. There's not going to be a seam. So, all right. So I got my Sublishrink, my SF79, cut a little hole. Start about 2 inches from the bottom.
That's where our handle goes.
And that's where the handle goes. Okay. Pull the handle out. Now, very, very important part. You must tape underneath the handle. So I'm going to use about 3 pieces of tape under the handle. I'm going to pull it really tight, make sure I've got good contact. Or not good contact, just make sure that it doesn't really pull away during sublimating. And then I'm also going to place a piece here under the handle and on top of the handle. Okay, now I've got all this excess. You can cut it and you can reuse it, or I just shove it in the top. All right, let's turn my heat press off so I don't blow a breaker. I've got my heat gun that I got from Harbor Freight for 20 bucks. And my trick when doing this is to heat all of this area first and then heat the back last. So we're going to do it just like this. Okay. All right, so, all right, you guys can see it's pretty smooth, but I also do have some wrinkles, but those wrinkles aren't going to affect anything because all I want is for that dye to stay close to the mug. So I'm going to put this in my oven, 13 minutes at 400 degrees. So let me get my timer.
Let's talk real quick about the time that you would use for your oven. There's 2 important things. Number 1 is inside the oven, you must purchase a little stand-up thermometer to let you know what your temperature is. You cannot rely on the oven to tell you that. Some people will purchase 2 for 1 for each side. But think of how long it takes to cook things as a function like you would have on your stove, a teeny tiny little burner, a medium burner, or a large burner. So if your oven is putting out a powerful amount of heat, then you will likely need to reduce your time. If you do not reduce your time, then you're going to overcook it. It's going to be stuck to the mug, and you're going to call us and say, hey, I did everything exactly as you said in your instructions, but mine is melting. And the reason is that you don't really cook with temperature, you cook with heat. So the amount of heat that your oven puts out is a function of your oven. And maybe the same oven that we have and you have, one's going to put out more heat than the other simply because they may have even been made at a different factory. Many companies we'll have various factories make the same thing. So bottom line is you're going to need to calibrate, dial in your mug press, your oven, to determine how long you're going to need to cook things. Our times are sort of a place to start for whatever we're using today. Hamilton Beach again?
Yep, 31105, D is in David.
And by the way, we are looking to buy some more ovens to test and see which one of them may work even better. And so if you have a suggestion, what we're looking for is an oven that has enough clearance inside to allow things to stand up. We really don't like putting things on their side. You can do it, but you're going to need to rotate it halfway through. You'll probably want to put it on a Nomex pad. Let's go back to the other camera because it's not flickering.
Okay, we're going to go back to this camera.
So there's something going on with that camera. Oh, yeah, I see. What's going on here, Sprite?
David, you know.
I got it.
Well, I'm done, so I tell you what, let's just let's see if we can just
Let's put it down there.
just gonna move this to the floor. There we go. All
There
right.
we go.
Okay, guys. So we got some good viewers, but I'm gonna need some more. So let's talk about Miriam asking if we're gonna get wraps for the Mug 20. We already have them, and it's the SF 129. Those work really good with all of our large steins and our 20-ounce mug. Marichu asks if she can do the same thing for the L Mug 17 SS. Excuse me, and yes, ma'am, that you can. The instructions are 400 degrees for 6 minutes. Okay.
What's the L mug?
The latte mug with the handle.
Okay, not the love mug.
No, no. Okay, so moving right along, we're gonna do this really cute, what is this called? A garden stake. This is a really cute garden stake. This is made by Chromolux. This is an EXT metal, so it'll it'll work outdoors. I don't know about you guys, but my garden is in full effect. My tomatoes plants are about this big.
Wow.
So
You gonna bring some to work?
no,
No?
no, it's all for me.
Okay.
All for me, no. I might. So I did this where, if you guys watched yesterday, we talked about branding, and I thought I was going to be really clever, and I was going to brand it, and now that I'm looking at it, I did the brand upside down. So I went ahead and flipped the second brand. So let me show you guys. So see how onion is backwards, but Grown with Love by Sylvia Smith is not backwards? They should both be backwards. So that was my fault, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So I've got my product.
I see.
This is U4767, and I'm going to use Pro Spray because I'm going to do both sides at the same time. Even though it's a mess up, that's okay.
Yeah, metal is the only product we can sublimate that I know of, at least, both sides at the same time. And it's so important to brand your products, to show people, to let people know where they can buy more of.
Well,
And so many products you can find a place to sublimate. We'll call it the reorder information. And for instance, let's say you're selling to your wholesale, selling to a gift store, a boutique, or whatever. Then you can put their information on there. You ought to put maybe your part number or something, so that when they ask, what's this product, it's easy to identify what the product is. So doing this on the back, Sprite, you came up with the idea of sublimating to the bottom of the corkback coasters. Great idea. You can sublimate. One of my favorite products is the Unisub bracelets, and you can really put some almost intricate decorative designs on the inside that really make it look even more attractive. So you have all sorts of opportunities, and in my classes, you know what I refer to this technique in my classes?
lanyard?
Lanyard. And of course, at the one in Irving, somebody raised their hand and said, I know what lanyard is, and I gave them $25.
Okay.
And I asked them where they're from, and of course, they said they're from Louisiana. So at any rate, lanyard is just the concept of you providing a little bit more than what the client is expecting, like an extra donut or something, or you name it. But in the case of products, you want to get them to become your viral cheerleaders out there. Really getting people to, through their referrals, to come buy products from you.
So I see Suna asking, what do you suggest selling the garden stakes for? Well, guess what, girl? You have to guess that, because that's the prize at the end. So think about what you would sell all these products for.
So
Still need more viewers, guys. Come
yeah,
on.
one of the concepts with how much you should sell products for comes down to three things. At least that's the way I teach it. Number one is a blank substrate like the garden stake has a certain amount of value. Number two is the all-important design, which of course Sprite, that's really her thing, right? All about design. And then number three, you know what number three is?
I don't know, David.
Number three is your all-important sales and marketing strategy. How are you selling a product? How are you positioning it? Does it look like you're selling at a flea market? Does it look like you're selling at an upscale boutique store? And we all are into that trap. Wow, very nice.
Well, that's cute. So this is
And the backside came out really good.
Yeah, it did, except it's backwards. Wah, wah, wah. So when you do the design, don't flip your pattern. But yeah, this is really cute. This is another one of those patterns that you can win if you share my video.
Now, one of the great concepts that just occurred to me is if you took the bigger stakes,
Yep.
you could actually design a part for the dry erase area.
Yes, you could.
And let's say you're trying to convey information about when you planted it, what the variety is, you name it, then that dry erase area gives you that ability to do that. And so you just go to the store, get you some dry erase markers, and you're in business.
Shout out to Connie. So Connie was one of those people Thursday or Friday morning that was standing out in front of NBM Irving letting us load a heat press. So
wow.
Thanks, Connie. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you're loving it.
So she bought one of the DK20s?
She bought one
awesome.
of the DK20Ss.
What a
yes.
great press. Thank you, Connie.
All right, guys, so next I'm going to do my image towel. This is my third design. This is my Spring Roses design. Because this has a lot of ink on it, the very first thing I did is put it under my heat press, let it sit for about...
Yeah, it's so important to dry your transfer. It's even more important than it used to be for some reason, not sure why. But at any rate, need to dry it 5-10 seconds. The bigger the transfer is, the more you need to dry it. In our print services, large Chromolux, 40 by 60, we didn't dry the transfer and let it tighten. It tightens the paper. It would never work. So smaller, you can get away with more. Bigger, you need to do it right. And often that means using our polypropylene fabric on top, like for the glass, like for Chromolux metal. So the all-important instructions. And by the way, if you ever seen fine-tuning that we need to do in our instructions, or just they're flat wrong, please let us know. We are always reviewing and upgrading everything we do, just how things work out. And so it's fun to us, and we enjoy bringing value to you.
All right, so next product, I've got my image towel. This is my TW1117. So guys, right now for call-in orders over $200, you get 3 of these for free. For free. Okay, so I've got my image. I'm going to use my Pro Spray. And I think I need a new nozzle on my Pro Spray. So guys, if you need tips on how to keep your Pro Spray tip cleaned, go to Condé TV, check out that video that I did. Basically, you just soak it in acetone, but it is adhesive, so it does kind of build up in the tip. No big deal. All right, so I'm going to spray this.
This particular towel is really neat construction. It's polyester on one side, cotton on the other. I think this is the towel. At one end, it has that loop, so you could put it through a flagpole, you know, a garden
Oh my
stake.
gosh, it does have a loop.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. Okay.
So you do need to sublimate on the polyester side of it, and on the cotton side, of course, it's not going to sublimate. So this is one of those kind of weird towels. If somebody doesn't understand sublimation, they go, what's the towel made of? The answer is, well, it's really made of 50-50, but it's not 50-50. It's 100% polyester on one side, 100% cotton on the other.
All right, so we're going to let that go for 1 minute and 15 seconds with a 10-second pre-press, light pressure. So, all right, so we're going to let that go. We got about a minute left here, and then we got one more product, and we're almost there.
Trying to think of other things to talk about. I know one thing.
Go ahead.
A few days ago, my article came out on the new Sawgrass printers, the SG500, SG1000. That article has been posted, I believe, on our website. It was published in the April edition of A&E magazine. So I really go through what I would call a first take on the new printers. Please read that. Please download it. Please ask your questions. And probably ought to have just a session just strictly talking about the differences between, the old and the new.
Speaking of that, on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central, Jimmy Lamb is going to be with us, and he's going to be talking about the new SG500, SG1000 printers. So definitely, too many things going on at one time. Too many things. All right, we can leave that in there for a couple of seconds. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to let this cool, and then I'm going to show you kind of what it says, because I've got something that matches it. And let's go get our mug out.
Awesome.
Okay, we're going to turn this off because it is hot. All right. Where'd my scissors go? There they are.
Very, very nice. How bright and beautiful, and it really feels good. It's got a good feel to it. And I think we have a couple of sizes of these. I'm trying to remember.
Yes, we do. We have that size. I think we have like a 16 by 25 size, so quite a few sizes. All right.
So the shrink wrap, the Sublishrink did well around the handle, so that's good.
It always, well,
One of the tips when you're dialing in your oven for the first time, particularly on a particular product, is to realize that black is the last color to sublimate. So that can be your dial-in. If you tend to cook things too long, black will be brown. If you start adding additional products in your mugs, like additional mugs, ultimately you'll need to add a little extra time. The extra time is really dependent on how powerful your mug press. But what do you say, maybe 30 seconds per additional mug?
For ceramics, yeah. For the steel, it's probably more maybe about 15 seconds. So.
Yeah. So steel cooks a little faster than ceramic.
It does. I'm trying to get a better glove, but that's all right. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here's my Stay Woke. Looks really cute. It says Stay Woke on the handle, so you guys can see under that handle. I mean, that looks pretty good. There's a teeny tiny seam there, but I mean,
Got good top to bottom coverage.
Good top to bottom coverage.
All the way down to the bottom lip. Handle looks good. Wow, you nailed it. Good job.
All right. And then, of course, here's my nice image towel. It says, "The hum of bees is the voice of the garden." Anyways, that makes me happy. All right, so.
The seam in the back is barely visible, but almost like it looks like the shadow of the handle.
Yes, it does. Okay. Last but not least, I have my stadium cushion. So these have become really big for garden kneelers. I use them a lot. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to match it to my towel, because I don't know about you guys, but anytime I'm in the garden, I need a towel to wipe my hands on. And if I could have a matching towel and a matching kneeler, hey, that's what's up.
So you need a garden flag, you need your towel, you need your kneeler, you need your stakes.
You gotta have your stakes and probably a coffee mug because, you know. All right, so I'm gonna put this under the heat press for just a second.
Our big tumbler for with the Southern Sweet iced
That's right,
tea.
iced tea. There is no sweet tea. There is only iced tea.
tea.
That's correct. All right, so I heated that up. I'm going to use my lint roller again because this is a fabric product, and I'm just going to lint roll it really quickly.
And why do we lint roll? Because there may be lint that will turn our heinous blue color. These are the optical brighteners that are used in fabrics to manufacture them. If you don't get them off there, they will turn blue. I do recommend that if you're going to do a lot of neoprene kind of products, you locate your press in a well-ventilated area because you can smell hot rubber. Has just sort of a pleasant boutique, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. We should bottle it and sell it. Okay. All right, so I got my pre-press done. I've lint rolled it. Now I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to pro spray my image, align it up, and press it.
So when we use Pro Spray, there's two strategies: heat tape, Pro Spray. Both have their usefulness, but when we're going to products that really effectively don't have really any place to attach heat tape, or it's ineffective, like on soft substrates, that's where Pro Spray comes into place. If you ever used Pro Spray like on metal and you used a little bit too much, let it cool, and you can wipe away any excess Pro Spray with denatured alcohol. And I know the folks in California, I think denatured alcohol is now outlawed, so you go get a high alcohol content isopropyl alcohol, and that does a good job of removing, but let it cool first.
What's the, why did they ban alcohol?
I am not sure.
Okay.
Not sure. Somebody maybe let us know.
But
I'm sure there was some logic. California has obviously been in the lead with getting chemicals off the market that probably shouldn't be on the market anyway.
And other chemicals on the market.
And so again, it's I think there is some wisdom to Prop 65.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And for instance, on the new Sawgrass printers, for years we'd asked Sawgrass to go back and use some of the European certifications on inks. Because after all, you're handling these inks, you're around the inks, and they have already certified the current SG 400, 800 inks to be, I think it's RORS compatible, and there's two other, there were three things that I asked them to do. One was for the printer, two were for inks. These are just well accepted standards. And so, for instance, let's say you were to sell sublimated product to Nike and Reebok, they would say, here are the requirements for the chemicals that you're using. They need to be compliant with these standards. Oh, cool.
So
nice.
Now I've got my matching towel and my matching
and protect
kneeler.
those all important knees, right?
That's right. All right, so guys, I'm disappointed. I don't have as many viewers, so I'm only going to give away 2 art packs.
Maybe it's nice outside and everybody's outside enjoying the weather.
But staying far away from each other.
The new term, social distancing. Who would have known?
That's right. Okay, guys, so I've got 4 products here. I've got my image towel, I've got my stadium, or my kneeler, I've got my garden stake, and I've got my mug. So I want you to figure out how much do you think the total retail value of these 4 products are. You can only guess once per show. So you can only have one guess on Facebook or YouTube. You can't guess on both platforms. Only your first guess qualifies. It is the closest to. It doesn't matter if you go over. So get your guesses in. Let me know, how much do you think what the price is. The price is right with Sprite. So whoever's closest to the total retail price will win a blank of each of these items. And tell me, how much do you think it is worth? Now,
and by the way, you know, you think about, if you're at home, what you can do. Obviously, you can post to Facebook, make some of these products, make some mock-ups, and promote it. It could be local themes. It could be all the funny memes that we're seeing now for people that are trying to, I guess, laugh at the situation that we've found ourselves in. You know, there's so many great things, and they could, of course, pay you with PayPal. You could drop the stuff off at the doorstep, I suppose, or mail it to them through USPS. You know, you got lots of choices. But bottom line is where there's a will, there's a way.
yeah, and you guys, yesterday I talked in my live about some of the things that you can do for marketing while you're stuck at home. You know, go live, feature your products, shout out other local businesses. That encourages them to also shout you out. You know, we're all in this together. Go on your Instagram stories, show people what you're doing. You know, take orders through the internet or through Facebook, through Instagram, through Twitter. You know, you can offer Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. There's so many ways that you can take payments now. You can ship it to people. You know, they can, you can do the curbside delivery like David was talking about. You know, this is the time to work on your Etsy store. This is the time to work on your product images. This is the time to delve into products that you're not, you know, that maybe you're nervous about. This is the time to start creating better art samples for your customers. This is the time to get with Vic at iPersonalize and create an e-store. You know, let's say you do pet products. Call your local pet groomer. Call your local rescue foundation. Call your local pet store. You know, everybody get together. Let's work together. You know, it's a great time to offer incentives for your customers. You know, I know that they can't come to your store right now, but they can always check in on Facebook and Instagram. Offer them an incentive. Hey guys, check in 3 times and I'll give you a free keychain on your next order. Or, you know, I know you guys have some really, really great customers. And I know that they can't shop with you right now. So tell them, hey, go leave me a review on Yelp. Go leave me a review on Google. Go to my Facebook page and leave me a review. You can offer incentives that way. Hey, if you leave me a review, I'll give you a free keychain, or I'll give you $3 off your next order. You know, it's time to get creative and work together. And I think, you know, this is a really good time to do that. It's a good time to, you know, start stocking up your inventory, start, you know, working on your web page, just a lot of little things that you can do. Start offering gift certificates. You know, people still have birthdays, people still have anniversaries, so people still need to buy things, and they can buy gift certificates. So, you know, it's a really good, I mean, there's some good ideas out there, and maybe this is going to make you step out of your comfort zone. You know, like David says, let's turn lemons into lemonade. Get on Etsy, get on Pinterest, get on Twitter, get on Facebook. I mean, just put yourself out there. We're in a unique position now where we can market to the entire world. We are not limited to just the people that walk into our storefront. Take advantage of that now. Now's the time to start working on that. Work on your SEO, your search engine optimization. Work on it. There's a lot of things you can be doing.
Yeah, I do have one offer I'll throw out to people, and we've done this before and really had some exciting success. So one of the ways you can get started again and just start moving is to think about some sort of, we'll call it charity project. It could be where you want to donate to something. It could be just recognizing the people who are on the front lines, our nurses, our doctors, our law enforcement, the people who deliver our mail, pick up our garbage, whatever. I mean, you think about just all the people, you know, that really can't take a break. I mean, the backbone of our country, in my opinion, really is, to a large extent, is the truckers who move everything. And that's just key. But at any rate, so if you come across a project that is, we'll call it a donation or charity project, if you'll let me know, and I'm going to pick a few of them, and I'll donate the product to you, so that you can take care of recognizing and helping out in your community. So you can email me at dgross@conde.com, D as in David, GROSS@conde.com, and just let me know what you got in mind. And I'll pick a few of them to do, and try to support you in your efforts to give back to our community during this time of challenge.
So Lindsay, I'm assuming that was meant for me. So guys, are you not guessing on Facebook? Are you guys not guessing the price? Are you not playing the prices right? Because I've got a lot of answers on YouTube, but I don't have any. There's a lot of answers.
Wow.
But I don't have any answers on Facebook. So guys, does Facebook not want to win today?
Or are we just only seeing a few?
Well, no, because Lindsay said that she's not seeing them anyways. All right, guys, tell me, how much do you think, what's the retail value of the 15-ounce mug, the garden stake, what is this, the kneeler and the towel? Let me know. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes. So if you guessed already on Facebook, do me a favor and guess again, because we didn't see it.
See one.
There we go. There we go.
A lot of the guests that's come in want to cover one more thing. Is obviously we're going to come out of this, and we hope sooner. But I want to make sure that you put on your calendar the Sublimation Summit. Both Sprite and I will be there, and that's in September. All right.
Yes, sir.
So that is tremendous educational opportunity, and I bet if you booked your flights today, I wonder how inexpensive they would be.
I don't think I ever want to fly again, David.
Oh, we flew. Everything was good.
Yeah, everything was fine. Everything was fine. It was all fine. It was great.
But the point is that that's a great opportunity. I think the website is now live, sublimationsummit.com, and it's hosted by Cheryl Kuchek, and this will be the second year of it. We had just the most amazing time last year, and I strongly recommend it. It's going to be bigger and better even this year. We're going to have some hands-on labs set up as well as the classes, so please consider that. Well worth the small amount of money. The hotel resort, just amazing for a really low rate. And I think the hotel and your fee even covers your meals. Really great thing. And like we're doing today, education, sharing, community is what it's all about to be successful.
All right, so while Lindsay is calculating all of these great winners, I have a couple other things. So we didn't get enough viewers, so I'm just going to give away 2 of the art packs. Sorry, guys. But
Well, you're a hard, just...
Hey, look, I do it every time, and, you didn't get enough people watching, and I'm very, very stingy, and I like to be looked at. So, and I didn't get looked at enough today, so only 2 people are getting art. Those 2 people are Nascarray, Nascarray1 on YouTube, and Colleen Kennelly on Facebook. So Nascarray, Nascarray1, and Colleen Kennelly, Kennelly. You have both won one of these great art packs. Please, hey Sherry, I see that. Please email me, swood@conde.com, so I can send you these 3 art packs. So that is Nascarray1 and also Colleen Kennelly. All right.
So I had a couple of questions. Is Indianapolis still on? I don't know, but we will endeavor to find out. Really looking forward to that. So there was another question I didn't understand on here. But at any rate, they're scrolling too fast, unfortunately.
Well, that's not bad. Okay. All right. So, in addition, so every single week I ask you guys to show me what you are doing and to go to our client gallery and post a photo of what you're doing. And every week we pick a random winner that wins $25. We also have our quarterly gallery contest going on right now, and that ends March 31st. And that is your best spring-themed item. So we've been giving you lots of good ideas for that. So first place for that is $400, second place is $200, third place is $100, and then you have an honorary mention of another $100. So 4 chances to win. But this week we have a $25 winner, and that is this beautiful one right here. Her name is Lisa Porter of Print Direct. She did all of these various products, so she's got different, I think she did some Easy Subli, some Chromalex, she did some tile, she did, what is that, a license plate, so all kinds of fun stuff. So congratulations, Larissa. You will be receiving an email
Congratulations.
on how to receive your $25 in Conde credit. Okay. Also, in addition to leaving me an image of what you do, I want you to leave me a review of what you're doing. And once a week, I pick a winner and I give you $25 in Conde cash. And this winner is Larissa Knapp. Larissa reviewed the BT88, that's our 8x8 bison tile. She said, I truly love printing Conde tiles. The instructions are to a T. We print for local contractors as well as local artists. The black fall leather, the WTA 143 optional backing really turns any tile into art. So thank you, Larissa. I'll be sending your rep an email shortly, letting them know to tell you how to get your $25 in Conde cash. So, okay.
And, shout out to all the Conde reps. They do such a great job of being on the front lines with you. And, we're in full force here. We're doing great, and want to thank you for your business and helping us be of service to you.
Okay, so I've got 2 winners. So let's talk about the totals real quick. So this mug.
Can I see that when you're done?
This is a $30 mug all day, every day. So $30 for the mug. $15 for the garden stake, $27.50 for the kneeler, and then $17.50 for the towel, for a grand total of $90.
That is really good.
Well, no, Lindsay, that's not right. Hold on.
Are we math challenged here?
She might be a little math challenged. That's okay. I still love her. I think I have a different winner on Facebook.
Stay woke. You
Yep.
have to tell me exactly what the origin
It's a
of it
coffee
is.
cup.
Stay woke. Okay.
All right, guys, give me just a second. Let me double check because I don't want to. I feel like every single time I've done this contest, I've messed it up somehow, and I'm going to try not to do that again today. So please bear with me. All right, so my winner on YouTube is.
Donnie's a great rep, by the way.
All right.
And,
Okay, you ready? My winner on YouTube is Maria Taylor with a guess of $85.99. My winner on Facebook is Heather Williams Watley with a guess of $85. So, Maria Taylor and Heather Williams Watley, you are my grand prize winners. You're going to win one of everything that I pressed today blank. Please email me, swood@conde.com, so I can send you your winnings. Also, Nascari1 on YouTube and Colleen Kennelly, you are my 2 winners of my art packs. Email me, swood@conde.com. No, Colleen, it's not $90. Your customer would not pay $30 for that mug. I don't know what to tell you. That is a fully customized mug, top to bottom. You pay for what you get, and what you're getting there is something that you can't get anywhere else. So, all right, that's what I got, guys. This is Sprite.
Yeah, and I think to an extent, you know, there may be situations where you can't get that kind of money, but there are situations where you can. And it's all about the sales and marketing, how you present this mug. And often a great way is to bundle the mug with things that even run the price up higher. So, you know, coaster, for instance. So, yeah, and that is a challenge. How do you maximize the selling price for these mugs? And I would say it's not a trivial thing, but it does start with the product, the artwork, and then how you present the product. But you can imagine going into an upscale boutique shop and seeing what they're selling for. Now, obviously, if you sell it to a boutique shop, you're obviously going to sell it at a wholesale price to them. But, and again, there's lots of great opportunities out there, and with your abilities, you're really on footing with you know, people who do thousands of mugs, and you know, you can get in there and do short-term mugs whenever they need them.
That's right. So I see Colleen said that she does not want her art. So I tell you what, Rose Snyder, email me. I'll give it to you. I know you like that. That Rose artwork. So yeah, I mean, you know, and you know, we talk about you know, pricing your items correctly, and this is one of those things that you have to price correctly. I mean, you have to think about what your customer is getting. This was a standard 11-ounce mug with just a rectangular image on it. Yeah, there's no way that they're going to get $30 for it. This is a 15-ounce mug. You know, it can be fully customized with artwork, with verbiage. It's on the handle. It's under the handle. There's absolutely no reason you cannot get $30 at least for this mug, at least. So, all right, guys. Oh, the oven in the back. I got it from Walmart. Hamilton Beach large capacity convection oven, model number 31105D, as in David. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Thank you. Take care.